Hello everyone, welcome back to another Genshin. I'm stuck, my bro. I don't know what happened to Lumin. But we're back with a slight rain falls without reason, chapter 4, act 2. Like the faint moonlight, something BA. Either way, last time Navia told us to rest, we go back to the case because of something. We learned the case on why Dorozel or Navia want to, figure this case out. Or see what is going on. So yeah, either way, let's just take a rest and let's see what happened on the next day. Take a rest, I'm taking sleep. Peaceful night passes under Spina de Rosella.
Paimon slept so well. This place feels almost too safe.
Yeah, language, be careful, that sounds like the last word. Also, another thing is, what is that yawn? Bruh,
Huh? Navia? Where did the other two go?
they're exhausted.
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
I see, also poison. I need to read that like that, not poison.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back. But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vache.
Oh, yeah, for guys that know, that cutscene happened out of nowhere, and when we woke up, yeah, the thing happened.
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Well,
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere.
wait, what?
I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vache person is a key witness in the incident.
Because I know Vajay is a husband or a loved one of somebody from Fontaine. And yeah, this Vajay witnessed his wife or girlfriend get turned into a liquid, and that happened. Either way, watch the previous episode so you don't get spoiled, stuff like that.
Does that mean we're too late though?
Yeah, no, sure not. I just hit my nut. Oh.
No, there is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten, no matter how much they wanted to.
And
that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette. A place where detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept.
I see, new lad. We need to talk to you.
If the Oceanette you met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
If it's not recently,
So Nervalette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's the hard-working Chief Justice for you.
yes, Nervalette.
In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we?
Let's get our omelette. What?
Hmm? Aren't you coming along, Navia? Did you get tired?
Or maybe you got a bad reputation with Nervalette? Don't wanna meet face to face?
No, it's nothing. Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
Well, something is about to happen. She literally act like that. I don't know what happened. Maybe in the past something happened. Cause again the father and stuff like that. Who knows? Alright, once upon a time. I love how I just jumped. The truth lost with the rain. That's the next one.
Right up ahead. Come on.
Heck, the palais is up ahead. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Damn, that catch me off guard. I'm literally tapped out. I'm so sorry for that. Okay. What? Palais Mermonia. We went through this last time? I actually don't remember whether we can enter or not. This does seems like a new area though, can I? Yeah, right. What am I? I know we're searching for Vajay, but what am I? Other than that, what am I? What am I? What am I? Right, let's go.
Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters.
I'm about to say, what are we pointing at? This is our first time here. Assassin!
Huh. This place does look pretty heavily guarded. Guess that proves that Nervalet's files are really secure.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Also, Nervalet. Or not Nervalet, Melusins? I wonder, what happened if we just barge there? What can they do? What bad thing will those cute little fella do?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no exceptions.
Oh, I have been... Actually, I don't know. I've been
See?
here?
They've got great discipline, too.
Ah.
Yep. Paimon can tell.
Yeah, they are also cuter than Paimon. What?
If you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit. Unlike
Ouch.
some, we're busy, so please leave if you don't have a reason to be here.
Okay, Sardine.
No. What I meant to say is, shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial of the great magician Linny.
Oh, yes, I remember. I read about it in the Steambird. You must be Linny's attorneys. It's all coming back to me now.
Ah, yes, but of course, how would you forget about that? Your great Lumin here. What?
We're here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
Huh, is that even a thing?
No, it's not, but apparently it is.
Of course. Don't worry. We're here on official business. You can trust us.
All right then, I'll let you through. The Chief Justice is just inside.
Thanks so much.
FBI open up, just knock the door open. Alright, thank you, sir. Where is Sweat? Oh! That's cute. Hello there, if you are lost, please turn back. Gotcha. Alright, don't get any ideas now. Can you even see? Yeah, if I'm down here, can you even... No. Huh. Yeah, I'm not gonna get any idea. Why would I get it? Ooh! I will never borrow without permission. I only steal. Wait, what? Knock.
Please come in.
What's up? These look familiar. What's next? Soldier running in.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nervalet. We only lied to get in because we didn't know any other way.
Paimon, don't need to say that. Paimon, this is quite dangerous. We're about to have to get a new attorney.
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance to you.
Lily Nervalet is a good fella.
So you're not mad at us?
Paimon?
We're looking for a man called Vache. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. If we can find him, we may be able to unearth some key information on the case.
Ah, I see. In that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
We're not gonna question why we do this, detective stuff like that. Okay. Paimon, your mouth.
I knew that Nervalet would be so easy to talk to.
Paimon, this place is so huge and echoey. Just to put out there. Yeah, I don't think your whisper can be heard by anybody. Really echo throughout the entire place. Guessing there's nobody?
Unfortunately,
There's no one.
I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vache has been involved in any case, criminal or civil, in the past several years.
Now I'm curious, what happened to this fella?
There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
Yes, that's that. So we're back to square one.
Traveler, what if it was really just a dream?
Yeah, sure, talking to Oceanid. Yeah, sure, it's definitely just a dream, Paimon. Yeah, me passing out at the same time hearing a voice before I pass out and saying the same. It's definitely just a dream, yep.
Is that so? All right then. Thank you so much, Monsieur Neuvillette. We'll take our leave now.
That's...
Ahem.
I knew it. Or not, you just left out.
Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel.
Oh, is it about the father?
Your father, Callas, was a truly exceptional man. We deeply regret his passing.
Without her? Well, it's not regret or anything. You cannot just trust people, right? We do understand that. Also, the father keep fighting. Oh, it's just you don't have to bring it up, Novelet.
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Neuvillette?
This is getting heavy.
Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret? No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words.
You're correct.
You only said those things because you felt like you should.
I see what she meant now. Dang, that's actually deep. Ooh.
It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort.
I don't know if the voice actor is good or is it just me, but Navia sounds like Navia's about to cry.
You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead. In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear.
Dear.
If you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you call a stop to the duel?
My heart. I'm about to cry as well. No.
Why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die, despised and hated by all?
Bro, I'm about to cry, sir. Bro, this is not even a freaking cutscene.
Everything was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything. There are still so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to.
So many debt that he did not pay because he kept going to casino. What?
If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
I don't know what's that mean, but bro, I swear, yeah, back in the day, they only update the waters to be like a little bit of yeah, whatever that is, right? Now they make it like character actually cry, and in the future they're gonna make that look natural. Oh, I'm gonna cry for real.
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone.
Because they don't want other people to worry. Oh, I really want to hug Navia, but I'm shorter than Navia. Navia is taller.
It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything. Oh well. In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah, oh. My heart. My heart. Well broken. I didn't know we are gonna witness she cried here. I didn't know she's gonna cry. I don't know what to say, Paimon, help.
Navia, are you okay?
Thank you, Paimon. With the rain, I don't think she is.
I'm fine. Rain. It's raining.
If you guys didn't know, the weather in the game, on the story, and also the time and everything with the music, they always put it on the story. So yeah, whenever all of a sudden rain or all of a sudden turn to night, that is for the story. So that's so good.
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today. How strange.
Yeah, whatever you do, you cannot make it rain before the story starts. So it will always be sunny and then rain.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
Rain. Will rain wash away truth?
What is it? Did you think of something?
We can take a shower without bathroom. No, your father is cased. Was he outside when it happened?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene?
Yeah. Wait, that is actually smart. Maybe the father is trying to tell us something from ages ago.
That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value.
But there was something you didn't know at the time that you know this time.
Oh? Wait. You don't mean...
I actually have no idea, but apparently Lumi know. The fact that people can be turned into water. Wait, didn't they already know that from... Anyway.
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water and then got washed away with the rain?
I actually thought the rain make them turn into water and then wash away, but yeah, that also worked.
Yeah, and if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. You're completely right. How did I not connect the dots earlier?
Because again, it's about your father. Emotion, start going, and yeah, it's hard to think clear if your emotions start playing and something like that. So you always have to keep yourself calm, whatever the case, which is kind of sounds cold.
All right, let's go to Poisson. With this new lead in mind, we'll get to the bottom of my father's case for sure.
Can I also have a baguette?
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for sure this time.
Or croissant?
Do you want to go with me now? Or
Yes.
do you want to head over by yourself later?
I want to go with you actually. I never want to leave you alone now because of what just happened. We can choose. We should go while the idea is still fresh. You can go first, I'll join later. We should go together.
Great. Let's go then.
It's whether leave you here or TP with her. Well, quote unquote TP anyway. Okay, I don't know if that changed stuff. Maybe I should stay and talk to Nervolet if that's possible, but... Either way, we are on Pozan. Where is this actually? Oh, there. Yeah, I also checked the delay just in case the delay happened like 3 episodes ago. So sorry for those stuff. Just ignore it. Yeah, you don't need to know it. It's kind of blatantly obvious, but... Oh, Megala, I thought it's a CD. Well, it's a CD, but some kind of a CD, I guess.
Whoa, what a huge ship! Why would a ship be anchored at a place like this?
Preparing when the day comes, is it?
There's no need to be so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters.
Wait, what? Yesterday when I explored, I actually didn't know this. Oh, really? Yeah, I know there's something like a house on top, but I didn't know it's the HQ.
My father was the one who asked for it to be built like this.
Ah,
Perhaps our taste in exterior design is the only thing we occasionally had in common.
aww.
A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
Oh, that's good. I think I'm starting to get why you like it. Because I like it as well.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious past.
Yeah.
Paimon was confused why a group with such a history would live in the sewers.
But Paimon, your mouth. Sometimes I need to duct tape it.
But now that Paimon has seen this ship for herself, she's been convinced.
What? Spina di Rosula actually live under the cave or tunnel.
Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosula began, after all. It's our main base, our home.
And the place that easiest to get float. I mean, it's not like under, right? I don't know what caused it to not float yet. But when the time comes, couldn't this place just like float up? Anyway, I see. See some stuff. We got Porter there. Harry Porter, how are you? Okay, so yeah, again, last time when I come here, yeah, well, you need to put fence there because I thought the bridge is there. Last time I come here, I only realized there's like building or a house on top. I actually didn't know it's HQ. We meant to stop climbing weird place. So this place is interesting. Let's see. What can we find on top? Well, if I don't run out of stamina. Here. Oh, Melis, you're here. Nice to meet you.
Melus, we're back!
Maluz.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partners.
I think we're the one that make you wait, but okay.
You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so quickly?
We've already finished the thing.
About that. It's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea? You still remember, right, Melus? On that night, it was raining?
Yeah, on that night.
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's. Both were what you'd call impossible murders.
What impossible will never happen. Because whatever happened is only the possible. Is that a word? I forgot where they quote that, but I remember that. Will the mastermind be the same person?
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened before?
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson.
What is that? Something that is not good that people do?
At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
That sounds familiar.
Wait! Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion?
That what we're talking about? Actually, I have no idea.
Yes, he did. Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea. If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotions.
It does. Interesting.
And if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety while lacking energy to do anything. It's an extremely dangerous substance.
I think these days people call this harmonia. What is it called? I forgot what it's called. I don't know. Yeah, people these days call that something. Yeah, which is still pretty bad.
As he oversaw Poisson, my father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse and called for a complete ban of it.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield.
Oh, your father is such a great man. Not your father, Malus. Navia's father.
Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all.
I'm guessing whoever the mastermind behind this is trying to make everybody, slowly become the water, maybe?
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation. Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them. Finally, he was able to convince someone to become his informant.
And that's how Navia born. Wait, no, his informant, never mind.
The man's name was Jacques. He felt greatly ashamed about his work after seeing many families destroyed by synth abuse.
Oh.
That night, my father hosted a banquet at his countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food.
Right, who is this Jacques?
But then, we heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. We raced to the scene and found my father, still holding a gun, and Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
Wait. You heard 2 gunshots. Are you sure your father not trying to protect somebody?
Huh? How did that happen? Aren't they on the same side?
Maybe your father is trying to protect somebody, but somebody, Is the bullet the same?
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared to have any motive at all.
I have a feeling that your father actually is trying to protect his friend. That's why with the gun. Otherwise, I don't think they check the bullet. I don't think yeah, this game do this story detail. But yeah, that's the feeling. And then her father cannot prove the innocence, so the father just go with it that yeah, I moid up my friend. Something like that maybe?
Looking back on it, though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. There were pieces of clothing left at the scene.
So they could have belonged to someone who got dissolved when they shoot their friend. That was right then, yeah. Your father tried to protect from somebody else, but and then this guy melt.
Precisely. It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now. Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself at the banquet.
Huh.
But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired.
Yeah, I just say there are 2 fire shot as well. Maybe your father got into an argument with Jacques? No. But also possible that the third person was to blame.
You're right. We still don't know what happened. But my intuition tells me that we're on the right track to figuring it all out. I'm finally headed towards the truth.
I hate to burst the bubble, but whenever you are heading towards the truth, sometimes the truth is the thing that you don't want to know. I hope that's not, yeah, the case for this one.
Jacques was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions. It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with zero warning. I think this third person is probably the key to the full truth.
But the third person melt away. What do?
On that note, however, even though this will not please you, demoiselle, as your and your father's butler, I must still offer a word of warning.
Where the heck did the music came from?
Our opponent is insidious and cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice. Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace, and we have been allowed to live out our lives.
AKA, don't accidentally ruin it by doing something that we don't have to.
There is no need to follow your father's path.
Yeah.
It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to step back and give up on the case.
No, that's gonna be hard, buddy.
If that's indeed what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself.
Well, if he is alive, he would. But he's... I cannot say that. I can't.
Was I not the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark.
That is pretty much what it meant. Yeah, whoever important, whoever you want to keep safe the most, yeah, that's gonna be the one that got hurt the most.
What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end?
I think he protected.
Synth is still here. Callas the Unfaithful is still his epithet. And Spina di Rosula is barely getting by. Nothing has changed. Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly?
Dang, this second part of story just showed how sad Navia is. Which made me want to pull her the most. I hope you're 4 stars, not 5 stars.
I've never accepted that. Ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now.
And not never.
I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims, and for myself.
Yeah, how about me and Paimon? I guess we're the victims, but who knows?
Navia.
We're sorry.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, demoiselle, I think you're also ready to take this on.
Yeah, your partner is so reliable that she don't talk at all.
So you do know something else, Maloose.
Oh, bam bam bam.
Yes, I do.
Well, Tikkun.
In fact, even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between Synth and the serial disappearances case.
Oh.
But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear.
See, I told you. Yeah. Succeed to protect the daughter.
What?
I'm not surprised.
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness. The doctors told him that he had no more than 5 years left to live.
Oh, that's why, to prove his innocent kinda in some ways, the father kept fighting chlorine. That explained a lot. I think that's the case.
And the serial disappearances case caused him great anxiety.
Too scared cause nobody will protect daughter after you pass. Gotcha. So to prove the innocent as well, also make a dying wish, I guess, to chlorine. That's what happened. Because either way, you don't have much to live for. Might as well just prove you're innocent and just prove, I don't know, people on the Chief Justice or something like that is wrong.
5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. But once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you.
He must stand and become the victim.
Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side, and even told some members of Spina de Rosula about the details.
And that way, the enemy will target him.
But as long as you remained safe, he would not share the evidence with the public.
Oh.
If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Right, so nobody would be able to get off scot-free.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
That's from father for you.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss.
But luckily Yuki is not here, so Yuki didn't know about that. Where's Yuki? You'll know if you come to my stream.
To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the Unfaithful was still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
So he chose to die in silence, so that he could protect me.
The word is unalive. YouTube is very strict.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, Demoiselle. What Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol, but a sword.
What? Is it not umbrella? I guess it's the same as parasol, kinda in some ways. What? I know parasol smaller. Shut. Maybe I don't know. Either way.
If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved.
Malus? Malus? Is it Malus? I'm pretty sure Navia know what it meant. Navia just don't want to accept it.
I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
That fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight?
Because he ran out of money to buy the sword, so the parasol come first. What am I talking about? Continue.
No. He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to understand him.
She cried twice not each day, today. Stop crying, and then the sad music hit again.
Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now?
Well, he gave you the choice to live how you want. Either you figure it out, or you can live how you want.
Yeah. I suppose that's true. With the way he'd set things up, if I had wanted, I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world.
But
Thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out. Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
It's the location where Synth is produced. Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters.
by the way, there are two characters that we haven't met. Don't tell me they're the one.
When he was threatening the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
1 plus 1 equals 2, my lady.
Why? If we know where the place is, can't we just go storming in?
No, Paimon, we're not FBI.
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization that's been in operation for decades.
Yeah, we need to be CIA.
There's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. We also have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to find inside, nor what people we may be able to capture. But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war. The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full retaliation.
I mean, we can just go in and slash everything, right? Don't leave anybody then.
Then, in that case, why not work with the Fontaine authorities?
Yeah. Also, on that case, I'll call the Volin first, just in case.
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
Oh, right. Yeah, again, one of the guards, literally the one that got dissolved. And that guards literally just do what the guards got told to do. Oh, aka corrupted.
Huh. That's true. Seems my father really had no choice.
What, this whole time you don't believe your father have a choice?
But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Maloose.
Yeah, it only took me like 20 years. And you see my age? Yeah, something definitely happened in the past.
I am the butler, after all. I live but to serve the boss and Demoiselle's will.
What leaf? I mean, what?
I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake.
Right?
But considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets, performing basic
Navia
investigations, and waiting for the right time to come.
Ah, what a good fella, choosing the time to come.
Thank you for all of that, Maloose. Have you discovered anything new in the past few years?
I discover nothing.
Let me think. One conclusion I came to is that the enemy must be quite familiar with Spina di Rosula, or at least have an informant planted here.
I'm actually quite suspicious of Silver, I don't know why. Maybe because he's young and he actually don't talk that much, who knows. But hey.
When I announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reactions of the synth vendors. If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled, however, then someone must have given them the news. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people.
Uragiri monome.
The first is Florent, Spina di Rosula's senior advisor.
Wow. You does not look like anything with flower.
Huh? Florent?
Navia, I know, again, don't bring your emotion.
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most, which also means that he was someone who understood Boss really well. Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and could thus avoid capture this whole time.
Imagine towards the end here, Molus is the one. It's like, yeah, I did narrow it down. It include me, I'm the one.
There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Just to put out there, they are NPC faces, aka they always the same. So I don't remember any of them.
Uncle Marcel.
No, not Marcel. What is this Confrérie?
It's a guild in Poisson. The
Oh.
boss helped it to grow to its current size and prominence. In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but now they're one of the richest guilds around with a lot of business connections in the city.
Which also only reselling goods. So there's no differences.
So, they're like a sister organization of Spina di Rosula?
No, they are the bank of Spina di Rosula.
Yes, you can say that. When we were fighting against the synth dealers, they provided us with plenty of support.
Huh. So it's pretty much your sugar or mommy, daddy. What? Huh?
It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards.
But again, the guards.
Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many activities we have to report to the local authorities.
So this one just not like in you guys' turf or friend or something like that?
Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
And also nobody know if he is a guy or not. It's not a friend, it's just report like what do you guys do here? Is it terrorism?
I see. These are all people who I communicate with quite regularly.
You don't say.
To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along, among those I trust the most. It's almost too hard to believe.
Yeah, it do be like that sometimes.
If you want to investigate them, please take every precaution to not alert the quarry. Judging from our experience, the enemy is extremely cautious.
I'll talk to them and say 1 + 1 = 2. If they say yes, then they tell the truth. What?
Of course. And thank you, Malus. You've provided us with a lot of great information.
If you ask me what's up with today's episode with a lot of the random stuff that I've been saying, I have no idea.
You're too kind, my lady. I'm just doing my duty. And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death.
But you guys also have to keep your safety first, right?
After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. They still live in Poisson today.
Oh, so if we want to talk to them, then we can. To learn how Jack is.
If it might help, you could also pay them a visit. I can make the necessary arrangements.
I see. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Malus. You really are the best.
Yeah.
A new case awaits, my dear partner.
Leave it to me. Actually, I'm done.
I hope we can work together to uncover the truth and end this case once and for all.
I really hope you bring your umbrella and one and for all. Also, I'm not reading all of those books. Okay, water and missing person case record.
Who would have imagined that people could really turn into water?
I forgot Paimontal.
Here we go again, trying to crack an impossible case. All proof and no motive.
I just lied up Paimon line the bottom right. I brought Paimon. Why? Anyway, so we got a lot of stuff. We got a cat that's gonna jump. And yeah, let's see. So apparently those people are close to Navia. But again, we don't know if it's true or not. We also don't know about Silver Malus. Should be fine, I think. Yeah, that's a big problem.
It is settled then. Please excuse me, and enjoy your conversation at your leisure.
Isn't it pretty bad to bring somebody's father? Well, I guess Navia also lose father.
Thank you for arranging everything for us, Malus.
Thank you, Malus.
Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything from us?
Judging by how the daughter's face is, they cannot get through the jack, right? They still think Navia's father's the one that killed their husband or the father, her father, whatever. Yep.
Hey, Navia's all quiet. This isn't like her at all.
Alright, come on, let's not bother her for now.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time. After what happened, I didn't know how I was supposed to face the two of you.
Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mora and support. I understood your guilt and apology to be genuine.
But my daughter is the other way.
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques? I can understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so needlessly.
Yeah, the amount of money I get, from you guys rather than Jog is kind of, more money from you guys. So I don't think losing Jog is that bad. We got more money. Imagine, imagine, imagine she said that.
You don't understand at all.
Bruh, she understand. But again, you are still little kid.
I didn't know how to face you, because I didn't know what I could possibly bring as a consolation gift. I know only the full truth could bring closure to you. And to all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Not this kid. Not this kid.
I'm sorry. I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't have to carry all that guilt.
At least the mother is understanding the kid though. Again, like all little kid, well, not all, but most. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit hard because they believe what they believe.
On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already.
What?
Would you mind sharing it with me? I really can't believe that my father could ever bring himself to shoot Jacques.
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth business again.
Oh, I'm guessing you're trying to say your father's victims is the one that, Moida.
He had many regrets, and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought Mora was everything.
But as soon as the first daughter born, well, only one, but first.
So when Mr. Callas came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately. He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
They found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two of us.
Wait, does that mean they already know that will happen? Someone ordered Jock to take out Callas?
I don't know that for sure, but you could say that's the conclusion I eventually came to.
And since Jock couldn't bring himself to shot Callas, somebody else come. Then melt away after.
Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callas had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away. Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense. It is impossible for me to hate him for what he had done.
I see.
But Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing?
Well, kid, there are something in life that you don't need to know yet. There's also jellyfish behind you, now that I pay attention.
Papa always wanted to be a good man, so why did he have to do a bad thing in the end?
The sins cannot go unpunished, so in the end, your papa have to get punished.
Well, things aren't always as they seem. You still feel like your papa was a good man, right?
Little did you know it was left. But
Yeah, Papa was a really good man. The best in the whole world.
oh man, I remember when my daughter said that to me. Wait, what?
Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing, then he must have had his reasons.
Yeah, doesn't mean he become a bad man. With T, not D. No, backward. With D, not T.
Regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword. He must have done so to give you a better life.
Navia, this is still a little kid. This kid gotta take it literally. It's like, my father didn't even buy me an umbrella, parasol, or a sword.
Oh,
Oh, you understand? I'm surprised.
Thank you. for everything you've told me. I will definitely find the truth. The current state of things is not something I'm willing to just sit back and accept.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to hear this from you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is really similar.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
You really think so?
The hope of light, bro. What is that light all about? I'm guessing we're gonna get something from her. Yeah, we're gonna get something.
That's the first time anyone said that to me.
Well, because we don't know your father, so we have no idea. Testimony from Jacques' family. Might be bringing something instead.
I'll leave my husband's case to you.
Thank you, Miss Spina, and Miss Spina's friend.
Ouch. I'm the traveler, whatever. Whatever, still.
Navia?
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next. Florent should be nearby, and we should be able to find Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city. I'll get myself together on the way, so please don't worry.
Oh, I see. Emotion because, yeah, you are like your father. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm here for you, Navia.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
Stab wound in your stomach.
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House? Someone got turned into water right in front of us.
Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth. And it'll be all the talk for the next several weeks.
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with my father, it was raining outside, and we found some clothes left at the scene.
Yeah, who take a shower in the middle of a rain?
After my partner here put the dots together for me, I feel like we should try to reopen his case.
Guessing you are gonna try to close it?
Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened that night?
Let me think. Mr. Callas was feeling pretty upbeat that day. So he was drinking and bantering away with us at the table.
Oh, something sus.
After that, he told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air. So we let him go without thinking much of it. Who knew that we would hear 2 gunshots ring out right after?
Okay, something's not right here.
My first reaction was that Mr. Callas's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene. But when I got there, it was already too late. Mr. Callas was standing over a dead body with a gun in his hands. All we could do was look back and forth at each other, not knowing what to say.
On this part, Florent literally make it sounds like Callas is drunk.
So you also remember 2 gunshots then?
Indeed. The guard said that the first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques. But I've never really bought that explanation.
The first shot from Callas missed because the other person turned into water.
Reason being, Mr. Callas had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene. But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person.
Oh, interesting. So the gun. Callas didn't hold the gun. So the 2 gunshot might be from the one that melted away and Jacques. How to pronounce, I don't know.
About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned.
That was
Do
nice.
you think there was a third person there who was turned into water?
It's very possible, who knows? Or somebody just, wanna tag a bath.
At least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. So he would also have no reason to bring an extra gun with him. The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques, or a third person on the scene.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're saying Mr. Callas ended up with the gun because he seized it from one of the other guys? But hold on. If that's what had happened, then why didn't he share the truth with any of us?
I mean, only Faux know what happened.
He didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine,
Actually, she
and
has no
chose
idea.
instead to prove his honor in a duel. Did he lose all faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't think so. If someone lose all faith, I don't think they're gonna fight to death.
About that, Maloose told me a thing or two. So, I think I can understand why he committed to the duel. I'll tell you everything once the whole truth has been revealed.
For now, you are a suspect.
I understand. Then I'll leave Mr. Callas's honor in your hands, boss.
Yeah, I know, I'm the worst partner. You need to not alarm them, and I'm just here just like, you, suspect.
And if I may just say one more thing. The whole Callas the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented. Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callas, even after so many years have passed.
Well, that's your problem.
But it was Mr. Callas's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula and live the life I lead today, no matter what others might say. He'll always be the man I respect the most, and he'll always be my boss.
And the day I did the thing is because of this. Yeah, if this person become the person, the one that actually betray, this is literally the word that they gonna say. It's because I respect him the most. Do this. But then again, because of those words as well, sounds like you're not the person, but who knows? A lot of possibilities can happen.
Don't worry. I will definitely find the truth. You and all our other comrades at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well.
Also, I just noticed I mentioned something, right? About, the impossible will never happen. The thing that have happened is... That is Paimon's freaking quote. I forgot. Paimon literally quote that. Gosh darn it.
My apologies, boss, for that last sentimental bit.
Alright.
It's just... many years have passed while I've held my tongue. It's not often that I get to share my true feelings with others.
Put your tongue inside your mouth. Stop holding them. Whatever that's supposed to be. But thank you, sir. So next part, where are we going? Oh, the guards, is it? That is so far, actually. Alright, go there. Hey, we're here. You. Nice to meet you, Thierry.
Hey, Thierry! It's me!
Thierry, nice to meet you. Bonjour.
Oh, now, what brings you here, Miss Navia? I've heard that you made quite the name for yourself at the Opera House.
Okay, don't make fun of me. I don't speak French, alright? I know it's supposed to be bonjour, but I don't know how to speak. So just don't.
Oh, so you've caught news of that already.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm also a member of the guards, you know. The way you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to Poisson because I had done something wrong.
What, you are trying to say Poisson is a bad place?
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that? Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
Ooh.
I mean, where I work is really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of Poisson. Callas did a fantastic job running the town, building Spina di Rosula from the ground up and clearing many obstructions in my way. It would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy but high-paying job in the city.
That's a goal. I see a lot of people actually honor Mr. Callas. The only one that don't honor him is the one that don't know him, which is the literally just going with the mobs and saying like, yeah, he is a bad guy.
Anyway, enough chit-chat. Are these two friends of yours? You, here for some formal business?
Paimon is a friend, but me personally, we are best friend. Yeah, only put the best. You can say Navia is BF because of that, but sure.
Yes. These two are my partners.
Hey, howdy.
What happened at the
Wait,
Opera
what?
House made us realize that Linny's case and my father's may be related. We're trying to reinvestigate the details of my father's old case.
Bum bum bum.
Ah, I get it. You think there might be more to the case now that we know people can be dissolved into water, right? I was also flabbergasted when I first heard of it.
Is it not your friend that guard that hell?
If you want to go through the original files from your father's case, I can help you look for them.
Inside man, yes, thank you.
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Actually, I have another question. Do you have the authority to dispatch Gardamex?
Oh. Oh, yeah, cause that night we got attacked by Gardamex, so we want to know what happened. Also, another thing is, couldn't we just ask Nervalet for the help?
Of course. Without them, I couldn't possibly handle Poisson on my own. Why do you ask? We definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's case.
Well, you see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in the city.
That time, I witnessed some amazing battle.
So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something against me, all you would need to do is get rid of the mecha serial numbers and send them after me.
Navia, yeah, that's funny. But at that time we see Chlorine. Chlorine is definitely a 5 stars. Chlorine with the Iron Sting. Why did I mention Iron Sting? Yeah, protect us, and because of that, luckily we are kinda not outnumbered. Who knows what happened?
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from controlling them.
Interesting.
If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders or carry your baggage.
I'm gonna go to a restaurant just to prove you wrong now.
If you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. The same goes for me and my Gardamex.
I'll try this to Gordon Ramsay, what?
Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think. There are a lot of complex steps to it, and it's almost impossible to keep it a secret. So I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units.
How did you know, though? Wait, I know Navia say something about if you wanna get rid of me, something. For some reason, this part is the most sensitive and sus.
They're certainly not cheap. So, whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful, or both. Now that you mention it, though, being in the synth business would definitely be profitable enough to afford this.
Did we say something about synth? Also, another thing is, well, what if they are the one that create the Gardamex? Who knows? Otherwise, it makes sense.
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Well, theory is not clear then, right? We did not mention anything about synth.
Oh,
did we?
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Navia. Jokes aside, I'd like to wish you all the best with your investigation. I'll be staying in the city for a little while, so just come find me if you need any support from the guards.
Information regarding theory. Person responsible, official contact.
I'll see what I can do for you in Spina di Rasula when it comes to guard stuff, but don't go advertising it to everyone else.
Alright, stop making it weird, right? Alright, but yeah, I'm gonna end the first part right over here. Or not the first part. This episode right over here. There you go. We witnessed a lot of sad Navia moment and it becomes so heavy. It actually also made me sad. But yeah, next one's gonna be us contacting Marcel and then figuring what happened next. With that being said, and as always, subscribe, hit the like button, stream every day, link description down below, and I'll see all of you on next one. Goodbye!